Congress now on a mission to save the state of Himachal Pradesh after losing the Rajya Sabha seat from there. High drama today unfold in the state assembly during the budget session. The speaker expelled 15 BJP MLAs, bringing down the opposition's strength in the House and allowing the budget to be passed. The BJP staged a walkout and the budget passed. Meanwhile, in another jolt to the chief minister, strongman Mantri Vikramaditya Singh quit from his post, blaming the chief minister for the crisis the Congress finds itself in. Sources also tell India Today that to quell dissent, Congress may axe the chief minister. 3 Congress MLAs, including rebel Rajinder Rana, are allegedly in fray to stake claim for the CM-ship. But Chief Minister Suku is adamant he will not quit as the chief minister and will carry the Congress government for full term. Meanwhile, a disqualification motion has also been moved against the 6 rebel Congress MLAs.
पिछले दिनों भी जिन विधायकों की खरीद फरोख्त की बात थी और ये पता लगा, और मैं दावे के साथ कह सकता हूं कि जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने प्रलोभन दिया होगा उसके कारण कुछ विधायक बिके हैं और हमने उनके खिलाफ डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन मोशन भी लाया है और जिसकी सुनवाई चल रही है। मैं एक बात और कहना चाहता हूं, लोकतंत्र में हमेशा सत्यमेव जयते होता है, सत्य की जीत हुई है। सभी हमारे जितने भी विधायक थे उन्होंने आज बजट पारित किया, मैं इसके लिए सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं। और निश्चित तौर पर जिस प्रकार सरकार गिराने की साजिश रची गई थी और जो लोग थे उनका भी आने वाले समय में हम भंडाफोड़ करेंगे। निश्चित तौर पर ये सरकार 5 साल चलेगी।
सर, आप कि सरकार से आपकी क्या नाराजगी थी पहले?
नहीं, मेरी कोई नाराजगी नहीं है, मेरी कोई नाराजगी नहीं है, ना मेरी मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम है, मगर ये है कि जो बातें हैं मैंने वो स्पष्ट रूप से हाईकमांड से कह दी है।
प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में भावुक भी हो गए, स्वर्गीय वीरभद्र सिंह का स्टैच्यू सरकार नहीं लगा पाई, आप सत्ता में थे, क्या ये सबसे बड़ी नाराजगी थी?
निश्चित तौर से कुछ ऐसी चीजें थी। आफ्टर ऑल आई एम अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, आई एम अ इमोशनल पर्सन, और इस तरीके की अगर कुछ डेलिब्रेशंस होती है टू ह्यूमिलेट our sentiments, I am not a person who is going to take things lying down. I respect everybody. I give due regard and respect and love to everybody. But humiliation will not be tolerated at any cost.
लेकिन इतना मैं जरूर कहना चाहता हूं कि कांग्रेस जो है वो मैंडेट खो चुकी है। थैंक यू।
नहीं मिलता है तो अगला कदम क्या होगा?
अगला कदम उसके बाद पार्टी के नेतृत्व के साथ चर्चा करने के बाद हम करेंगे।
Let's quickly cut across to Manjeet Sehgal and my colleague Piyush, who are both reporting live from Simla, getting us the latest. Shortly, we'll also be joined by Rajdeep Sardesai, consulting editor. Manjeet, coming to you. For now, the speaker who was hearing the disqualification plea of the 6 Congress MLAs has reserved the order. That could also mean somewhere down the line that channels are, the Congress trying to open channels with these 6 MLAs, hoping that they'd come back to the fold.
Yes, indeed, Preeti, these 6 MLAs who cross-voted in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party nominee yesterday were issued a show-cause notice about certain violations in the House. They were absent during the budget. That is why a petition was moved by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Harshvardhan Chauhan. A hearing took place for 5 to 6 hours. The Speaker has now reserved this order. He said he can announce an interim order also. But as you said, all channels have been kept open. All efforts are being made to appease the dissidents, to douse the fire of discontentment by the Congress party high command, which is keeping an eye on all the developments. But as far as the resignation of Vikramaditya Singh is concerned, sources are telling that that has been rejected. CM Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu also said that all efforts will be made to meet the demands. Vikramaditya Singh was not happy as the government did not allow to install his father, late Chief Minister Veerbhadra Singh's statue on the Mall Road of
but Manjeet, it's an open secret that the acrimony between Vikramaditya, his mother Pratibha Singh camp and the Suku camp runs way deeper than just not being given land or an audience with the Chief Minister where the installation of his father's statue was. It goes way beyond that. The question is, Vikramaditya right now giving in his resignation, which has been rejected, not accepted. There are observers there. DK Shivkumar is there. You have Mr. Hooda. You have Mr. Baghel. All of them there. The question is, will Sukhvinder Sukhu step down and be replaced?
Well, Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu has already clarified and said that the rumors being spread about his resignation should not be believed. He is not going to step down. He still enjoys the majority of the Congress MLAs. Say he even claimed that his government will complete the 5-year tenure, and even claimed that some of the BJP MLAs were also in touch with him. So it is not just the BJP, but Congress is also claiming to having secured the support of the opposition party MLAs. But as far as the dissidents within the Congress is concerned, this is a biggest challenge before the party high command, which has sent the observers to Shimla. They are meeting the MLAs. But as far as the dissidents is concerned, Pratibha Singh belongs to the faction led by late Chief Minister Veerbhadra Singh. The 6 MLAs who cross-voted also one time belonged to that faction. Pratibha Singh in the recent past had forwarded certain names of the party cadres to adjust them in the government, but those requests were not entertained. It was ignored. This is why this particular faction is not happy with the functioning of the government, Preeti.
You know, stay with me. I want to cut across to Piyush, my colleague, who's there tracking all developments within the BJP camp. What's going on there, Piyush? Wait and watch, especially after 15 MLAs, including Jairam Thakur, have been suspended?
Well, yes, absolutely. The BJP has now adopted the policy of wait and watch, because after the passing of budget, it is now being seen as a setback to BJP, because BJP was hoping that the government of Sukhvinder Singh Sukhu will not be able to attain that. And if that happens, then they would go for the floor test. But that did not happen. Now BJP has adopted the policy of wait and watch. There are Sukhu camp is now claiming that they have 17 MLAs. There is another camp of Vikramaditya, which is claiming that they have got more than 8 to 10 MLAs in their favor, and then there is one more camp of Mukesh Agnihotri. So there are some different camps in Congress party, and now BJP is waiting what is going to happen in Congress party and how this meeting goes on. As you are speaking, there's a crucial meeting is also underway in Shimla, where the top leaders have like DK Shivkumar and Bhupinder Singh Hooda, including Mr. Baghel. They are here as the observers, and they are talking with all the leaders of Congress party. Each and every Congress leader is, they are taking their views. We'll have to wait and watch how the BJP
let me bring in Moshmi into this conversation right now. Moshmi, 3 observers, one of them, DK Shivkumar, a troubleshooter for the Congress, one of the most reliant on that. But what is the game plan of the Congress? If the MLAs, and that's what word has it, there are over 16 MLAs out of the 34 who want Mr. Sukhu to step down and be replaced. Is the Congress High Command amiable to that thought?
Preeti, 24 hours is what is the time that the observers and the leaders who are there camping in Shimla have been given to prepare a report and submit it to the party high command. Not this after deliberations and listening and hearing out all the MLAs, including those 16 you mentioned who are disgruntled with Suku, are concerned. The party is in no mood to indulge in personality clashes. Clearly, Mr. Kharge has said that the leadership and that the party is bigger than any person, and that's why if there is angst against the chief minister, we will hear the MLAs out. So they want to go step by step. First, iron out the present crisis, get through that, and a very strong signal of a leadership change is on the cards. I'm told a tough decision could be taken within 2-3 days.
You know what you just said, that's big, because you're saying that a tough decision is on the card where a leadership change in all probability will happen. But that has to happen quickly, Moshmi, because there's less time. There are disgruntled MLAs. You have a Vikramaditya who's now turned back and said, okay, my resignation not accepted, but I am not letting down.
So I did learn from my sources
Moshmi, we've
that
lost you.
he
We're going to try and
really.
get you back. We've lost the audio for Moshmi, but let me quickly bring in Rajdeep Sardesai into this conversation as well while we repatch Moshmi. Rajdeep, what do you make of it? Because what Moshmi says is that the basic premise now, what the Congress is working on with the three observers there, is that in all probability a tough decision is on the cards, which means that Mr. Suku will have to go.
Well, that is really one possibility now, Preeti. The possibility that the Congress effects a change in chief ministership to placate the dissidents and placate the large group that supports Pratibha Singh, the wife of Veerbhadra Singh. The faction may well want, the Pratibha Singh faction may well want someone of their choice or a compromise candidate. But will that be enough, or is it too late now for the Congress to salvage what's happening in Himachal Pradesh? The sense one gets is the Congress is desperate to save Himachal at all costs. And sometimes the scale of desperation decides whether your government can survive. The BJP, on the other hand, as of now, is, one gets the sense, waiting and watching, hoping that the Congress implodes. At the moment, 6 MLAs are officially rebels, but if that number were to increase in the next couple of days, then I think the BJP will go for the kill. For now, I think the BJP is waiting to see what happens within this extremely fluid situation in the Congress. Himachal is one of those states where, if you look at the history of Himachal, even when chief ministers are replaced, governments are not toppled. Chief ministers are replaced within. We saw that when the BJP used to be in power. Shanta Kumar and Prem Kumar Dhumal were the two sort of satraps that the BJP had at the time. And now we are seeing that playing within the Congress party. So long as Veerbhadra Singh was the tallest leader, he was the unquestioned leader within the Congress. His departure has meant that there have been these various factions. Mr. Suku was supported at that time by Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, and I think that made a huge difference. And even now we are told that it's Priyanka Gandhi Vadra who had put her weight behind Mr. Suku. The question therefore is, will that be enough for Mr. Suku to survive if all these dissident MLAs put that as a basic condition, that we are ready to return to the Congress, we are ready to be part of the Congress, but change the chief minister.
But that's what's seemingly happening. You know, that is what seemingly is happening, even the 6, because what's happened right now is disqualification was moved where these 6 MLAs are concerned. The Speaker has reserved the order. So that means effectively more time, Rajdeep, to give to those MLAs for a rethink.
They will have the time. The question is whether the Congress now will bite the bullet and change the chief minister. As I said, I think the desperation that the Congress has to save the one state it has in North India may well lead them to take that big decision. No one wants to take decisions at gunpoint, but you may have no choice. The very fact that you've flown in DK Shiv Kumar, you sent Bhupinder Singh Hooda, suggests that the Congress is desperately keen over the next 48 hours to resolve this. If this stretches longer, then the longer it stretches, perhaps the discontent will grow and then the BJP will pounce. I interviewed Harsh Mahajan this morning, and he said that within a week the government will topple. Remember, many of these BJP MLAs who are today suspended could go to the governor tomorrow if objective conditions change and demand and insist that a floor test be taken. On the other hand, the Congress has the Speaker. So the Speaker gives them some kind of advantage in terms of disqualifying MLAs. That's how it's played out across states. There hasn't always been a level playing field inside the assembly or indeed outside. So I think all of this will play out in an extremely fluid situation until the Congress takes that big decision, I think, of whether to change Mr. Suku or not. We will not know whether this government will survive. I think for now, purely looking at the way it's playing out, Mr. Suku may well have to go if the Congress has to hold together.
You know, Rajdeep, just stay on with me. I'm going to bring in Moshmi to this conversation and we'll come back to you quickly for 2 minutes. Moshmi, you know, we have you back now. The question is, does the Congress realize the urgency of the situation? Because, they've lost quite a few battles in states earlier by just, waiting it out. Is there a sense that this needs to be done as quickly as possible?
Preeti, it's very interesting that, when they were mulling over who should be pitched in the Raj Sabha from Himachal, they actually also gave Sonia Gandhi's candidature a thought, and it was strengthened by none other than Pratibha Singh and also Mr. Suku, who said that Sonia Gandhi should take the Rajya Sabha seat. And many in the Congress feel that had Sonia Gandhi stood for elections, perhaps this wouldn't have happened, or perhaps there could have been a very huge embarrassment for the Congress party. So what I'm trying to say is that perhaps there was a signal to the Congress that cross voting could happen. Dissent was simmering in, and the leadership didn't cap it, not realizing that it could turn into such a big crisis.
Okay.
Now the urgency is being felt. That's why you've
Okay.
got the
Well, let's see how quick.
like Bhupendra Singh Hooda
And
and
DK Shiv
Kumar
Kumar.
being
But
sent to Himachal.
let's just get a quick comment from all. Rajdeep, getting you in, then we go across to Manjeet and Piyush as well. Final question, Rajdeep. Do you, for someone, we've seen what happened in Goa. We've seen what's happened state by state. Do you think the Congress right now, and the Congress is guilty of where it finds itself in, because the disaffection between the two camps has been known for a while now?
Absolutely. The Congress clearly has either misread the situation in Himachal, the scale of it. I remember asking Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi about, 18th of February. So that's about 10 days ago, saying, sir, you're going to Himachal. There are reports of potential cross-voting. The BJP has put up a candidate. He says, no, the gap is big enough. You're not going to see so many people cross-voting. There may be one or two. So I think the Congress misread the extent to which certain MLAs could go in cross-voting. I think one of the reasons why Sonia Gandhi didn't eventually go to Himachal was because there was a fear within a section of the Congress, let's not take a risk. So Sonia Gandhi doesn't go, you send Abhishek Manu Singhvi there instead. My sense is Congress misread the situation, but let's also be clear, the BJP has been fishing in the troubled waters of Himachal for a while now. When Vikramaditya defied in a way the party's orders and went to the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, I think the Congress should have got a sense of how Himachal politics could well play out in the next few weeks. And that's exactly what's happened. So I am a bit surprised that the Congress has been so reluctant to recognize what's happening in Himachal. But at the same time, as we've seen in the past, the Congress can score self-goals. However, there seems to be an urgency. The very fact that you've flown in these two leaders means that you want to save your government at all costs.
Manjeet Sehgal, what are you picking up from the Suku camp? Yesterday he looked devastated. Today he looked confident. But by the evening, it seems he probably had to go. What is the Suku camp saying?
Well, Suku's camp seems to be confident, as you said. Many MLAs, including the cabinet ministers, including the Suku himself, went to a local deity temple, paid obeisance, and claimed that he has got support of all the MLAs with him. There was no danger to his government. That is what he even sought as a blessing from the goddess. Tara Devi, and his camp still confident. Many of his supporters also managed to reach the Vidhan Sabha complex. They shouted slogans in his favor. These supporters also took him to.
All right, Manjeet, allow me to get Piyush in for 30 seconds, because these are claims that he had made on the night of that dinner, where he said that they had 43. What really turned up was 34 in his kitty. But Piyush, getting you very quickly for the last 20 seconds, the BJP once again wait and watch, or do you see the BJP now going in for the kill in the next 24 hours? Because it seems the Congress might move there.
Well, certainly BJP is very much waiting for what is going to happen in the meeting which is right now underway in Shimla, because the top leaders are here and they are talking to all the MLAs. I was also speaking to a very senior leader of BJP. He told me that the BJP anticipated the infighting between the Congress leaders just 2 weeks before the Rajya Sabha polls, and that's why they also decided to field Harsh Mahajan as the candidate for Rajya Sabha elections. And ultimately we saw as to how there were many Congress MLAs, and in fact 6 were there who voted in favor of BJP candidate. Now we'll have to see how the BJP is going to jump into the opportunity, but still the dissidents have not died down. The leaders are here to talk to all the leaders. We'll have to see what will be the strategy.
All right, it's a wait and watch for the BJP, but the BJP is hungry to go in for the kill. Will the Congress allow it this time around? They've already lost the Rajya Sabha seat. Are they on their way to lose Shimla? which is Himachal Pradesh, viewers, and possibly the only speck of a state that the Congress has in the Hindi heartland.